Hey guys, welcome back to another spectator gameplay. Today we are spectating our good friend Peanut, I've already done a spectate gameplay of him before when he was playing Lee Sin, taking a look at his Lee Sin build. If you cast your mind back to that, that was the Warrior Enchant, Hex Drinker, Dead Man's Plate, more Mortius build. And today we're taking a look at Peanut in his perfect Nidalee because he's very good at playing this champion. Because he has a very specific build that he runs on this champion as well, and it's also a build that I've seen on other people have taken suit to playing too. So it's a fairly common build on Korean Nidalees at least. I know Chaser and NA is actually using this build as well. So a pretty good Nidalee build. If you guys want to play some Nidalee, then this build should help you out a lot. That should be a good one to go for. And this is a build that is picked in every single game. So you don't need to worry about counter buying or anything like that, or thinking, using your head, using your brain when it comes to your item builds. Nope, just pick the same bloody items every single game. And it works. So today we are looking at Peanut and Peanut's build. I suppose first thing we should take a look at is how he does his first jungle clear. Then we'll talk about what the build actually is and his runes and masteries and stuff like that. So you start with your Q at level 1. You have to take good note of what he's doing here in this first clear. Rewind the video if you need to as well, because this is very important on Nidalee. If you don't do this properly, you'll just die in the jungle. It's kind of hard to do this. But basically, what a lot of it boils down to is kiting and spacing in between your auto attacks. So you'll see that Peanut will cast his abilities, then he'll do his abilities in Cougar form, and then he'll auto attack kite in human form most of the time. So if we take a look at how he did. We'll take a look at how he does it on the blue camp, but essentially he leads with his W, with his trap, and then he throws out his spear, he jumps in, does stuff in Cougar form, and then jumps back out and starts kiting like he's doing here. You want to be kiting the camps. Still kite, doing your abilities, but still kiting here. Again, in human form if you want to kite with the ranged auto attacks, and boom. That is the best way to be clearing on Nidalee. If you don't do that, then you're going to be in a bit of a pickle, because it's hard to healthily clear otherwise on Nidalee. Now, at this stage of the game, Nidalee is best known for being an early game jungler, but not because she's a good ganker, but because she's a good invader. So, she's trying to catch Lee Sin here in this position, less than 3 minutes, so she got here quite quickly. Lee Sin may be around this area if he's doing a full clear and, had gone blue, Gromp, Wolves, and is working his way up the jungle or something like that. He might be in this area, so she's just going to be waiting around to see if she can find the Lee Sin. Waiting around, won't see him. He might be at his chickens. If she sees the chickens are up, she knows Lee Sin's not in the area, so just take the chickens away and counter jungle. So she'll probably go for the chickens into the red buff after this. That's my assumption anyway. So let's talk about the runes and masteries here. So runes and masteries on Nidalee. These are your runes and masteries. A mix between an AD and attack speed reds. Well, you can see them. I don't need to read them out for you. That's the rune page you want to go for, and the mastery page as well. However, having said that, if you're looking for a cheaper page, a simpler page, AD reds, armor yellows, AP blues, AP quints, you can't really go wrong with that stuff. So it turns out Lee Sin was actually on the bot side of the jungle, probably was counter jungling her as she was counter jungling him. Although having said that, she got a buff out of it and he didn't, so works out in Nidalee's favour. And also take a look at the build here, guys. Yes, I have spent so much time on these graphics here for you. This is the core build right now that we'll be taking a look at today. That is the build that you run in every single game that you play on Nidalee, or at least that's what Peanut does in every single game he plays Nidalee. He goes Red Smite into Runic Echoes, into the Athenes, and then into the Lich Bane. Doesn't get like a Sheen early or anything like that. Generally does it in that skill order. Completes the full items as he goes along as well. Man, it is a really hot day today, but I'm still dedicated to my cup of tea. I'm feeling it. It is very hot, but I need what can I say? I need a cup of tea. You can't go wrong with a cup of tea, so I'm drinking a cup of tea. Anyway, that is the first clear out of the way on Nidalee. I didn't want to speed through any of that because I feel like that's before your first back is kind of important, and actually where people struggle the most on Nidalee. When I see people play Nidalee and if they say they struggle on her, it's because they suck early on. If they get out of the early game, then they're fine. But before they get to the early game, they're not. Before that point, they're not fine. So a little cheeky gank going down onto the Orianna. A tower shot was probably not what Lee Sin wanted to take there, but a Kled in the mid lane was not something I was expecting to see. But apparently this is a game where Kled is in the mid. So there we go. A bit too aggressive there from the Lee Sin. You have to be careful. And I made my video a little while back talking about the things that I did to get out of like low diamond into mid diamond, like to get from like D5, D4 into D2. The way I really felt myself improving was doing a lot less dumb stuff. That death right there from Lee Sin, it's that kind of stuff that I would do, and it would snowball a game when actually I should think about it before I go in. And that might prove, excuse me, might prove costly to Lee Sin in his solo queue game if he goes and suicides just like that. Anyway, bit of a vulnerable rumble up here, and I think Peanut is looking for blood. I don't think there's an escape here from this one. Well, maybe, actually. If she misses the spear, has he got his flash? We can tell he doesn't have flash. Peanut probably knows he doesn't have flash either, because Niall pinged it, and he's dead. Beautiful stuff. So far, nothing really has specifically happened. Honestly, I swear down, 90% of the times that I make these videos, the early game, or when junglers start popping off, it's all the same stuff. Is he dead again? He's not dead. It's all the same stuff. The person who starts popping off, like Nidalee. Oh, okay, wait. We're going to pause here and just see what's... Well, not pause, literally. I'm going to pause what I'm saying here to see what's going down. Bit greedy here by the Kled to try and get this red buff, not knowing where Nidalee was. I think he's done so. Oh, he's good. Whew, that was close. That resonating strike nearly hit him. Are they going to keep going there? Oh, Nars in. Does he feel like it? Slam up against the wall, maybe? He's got to cancel that Q with the R. Oh, he doesn't have his R. Wait, what? He doesn't have his ulti? Well, that's awkward. Doesn't matter, though. Here comes Nidalee. One kill. Beautiful. That's all she needs. She should have healed someone before she went in, because then she would have got 2 other assists. Though, even though she was for that, we'll just pretend she wasn't. I am going to pause now, though. Whoopsie-daisy. Because there is 2 things that I want to mention here, okay? Firstly, finishing my point beforehand. Whenever you see people get really far ahead, when we've been spectating these gameplays, I would argue that the majority of the times when they get ahead, it's not because they're just like running around smashing everyone. They very rarely force ganks. Instead, they kind of react to plays very well, or they read plays very well, and they kind of just capitalize on the enemy's mistakes. So keep your eyes peeled on the mini-map, guys. Don't necessarily have to go crazy yourself. If you just keep your eyes peeled and you're aware of what's going down in the game, then yeah, that's a really good way to get into the game yourself. Now, second thing I want to mention here, and I can unpause as I'm saying this. Whenever you get kills, you want to try and get something out of that. Kills by themselves are good, but you want to try and maybe like get a tower or a dragon or some kind of objective. You want to get something out of that. Now, Nidalee's red buff is up. But because they just killed so many people down bot lane, she's, instead of just going to her red buff, which I think a lot of people would do by default, right? Just go back, because she was think that was where it started, right? It was around the red buff. Just go back to the red, take that, go into autopilot mode. Instead of going into autopilot mode, she's like, okay, Lee Sin's dead. I know he started bot side because when I invaded his top side jungle at 3 minutes, it was all up. So he obviously didn't start there. So this blue buff is going to be up. Then no one's going to be around to stop me. Let's take this. And that's exactly what she did. She took the red buff. The blue buff, sorry. So little things like that, guys, make a big difference. Now Lee Sin doesn't have his blue, which is a pretty big chunk of experience, honestly. But here we go. Enemy bot lane's got a little bit greedy here, trying to stomp a ward against a very aggressive team comp. Anytime you're playing versus Blitzcrank by themselves, you have to be very, very respectful of the fact that you can get caught out very easily if he grabs you. But a little bit of an overextension here from Nidalee, and on top of that as well, a failed grab by Blitzcrank, so everything goes a little bit tits up. Honestly, I feel like in that situation, you should just go for the easy kill. Blitz tried to go for the Xayah because maybe he was looking for the double kill, maybe he was looking for the optimal focus there, which obviously is the AD carry over the support. But in a situation like that, guys, you just want to get the kill. Don't let your eyes get too big. Just focus on the easy thing. Alright. Now, you'll probably be seeing Peanut playing a lot around the bot side this game. Mostly simply just because of the Infernal Dragon. Holy crap, Kled does a lot of damage. What the hell? He only has a Tiamat. All he has is a Tiamat, and he's doing this much damage to Nidalee. That's disgusting. So you'll see him playing around the bot side of the map. Like, that's mid lane, bot lane. Because Infernal Dragon is one of the most valuable dragons in the game. So 100% you want to try and get advantages on that side of the map so that you can go for that dragon later on. And you can benefit from that, right? If you get pressure in the top side, you'll probably be losing pressure in the bot side, and if that happens, then the enemy team gets dragon. And you don't want them to get an infernal dragon, right? That's the worst thing that can happen. There's only one thing worse than you not getting an infernal dragon, and that's the enemy team getting it. So again, keeping pressure around the bot side of the map, but playing it nice and chill, not going too crazy. So we saw this build was the Runic Echoes, Athene's Lichbane build. Runic Echoes has been complete. She's got her tier 2 boots and she'll be running the Athenes later on as well. But again, let's see it. She doesn't go topside at all. She's not even thinking about topside right now. She's purely just thinking bot side because she wants to try and make something happen around this dragon area, which is very smart. That's what she wants to do. She has to be careful here because you can kind of tell by Kled's movements whether or not there's danger in the area. Like she didn't see Lee Sin there at all, right? She didn't see it whatsoever. But she saw from Kled's movements that Lee Sin was in the area because Kled moved towards him. I don't know if I got the names mixed up there, but yeah. Basically, because Kled started running towards her, we could tell that Lee Sin was also around. Alright, a bit of a cheeky attempt by the Lee Sin to kick Nidalee out of that one, but all's good. All's well that ends well, as they say. Good shit. So far, Peanut's perfect Nidalee is off to a very good start. 3-0 and 2 and an Infernal Dragon secured. That's really, really good. And again, if Nidalee wasn't even in this bot side of the map here, that wouldn't have been something she could have contested. But because she knows she wants to keep, especially while this dragon is up, she wants to keep it around the bot side. She doesn't know where Lee Sin is as well, specifically. So stay around the dragon, because you never know. Lee Sin's probably going to go for that one. And he did go for that one. I just realised I look exceptionally bright in this webcam settings. I should probably tone that down. I would if I could be bothered. But you guys would just have to assume that something happened between last video and this video, and that I sadly have passed away and I am now a ghost. So I'm here haunting your YouTube videos. You thought that you could stop me making garbage content? Haha! Even death can't stop me making garbage content. Holy shit, she has a lot of damage. He's dead! Just like that, he's out of it. He actually has more items than her, by the way. Lee Sin genuinely has more items than her. I mean, you know, it was a long sword, but it's not like she was 10 times more fed than he was. Genuinely the same item build. Although I think as well that Nidalee probably had a level advantage, but still, crazy stuff. Nidalee just does so much damage to squishy targets. Good shit. I feel like going for the mid tower there was probably a smarter play rather than trying to finish off the old Braum there. Bit of an overstay, bit of a chase really, but I think at this stage of the game they're not too afraid. But yeah, I think staying for the mid tower would have been better there, especially considering it is the first blood tower. There is no real threat of losing that tower, that first blood tower, to someone else. So for example, if top lane was getting absolutely blasted and there was a threat of you losing that top lane, then you probably want to put more pressure on the tower to get it before the enemy team gets it. I don't really think that was the case this game, but either way, I think you should still go for that mid tower. I think it also depends what your champion pool is. Like if this Orianna's like a Z or something, then it's more important, or like a Talon, it's more important, or Kassadin, to get that tower down so that the champion can start roaming a lot easier, a lot better. But there it is. First tower's going down without Nidalee's help anyway. Beautiful stuff. We see Kled roam topside because of nice vision on the Scuttle Crab. If we know he's topside, we know he's not going to be mid lane to defend, so we take away the mid tower. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Alright, Orianna got the enemy blue buff. Don't need to give that one away. Beautiful stuff. Kled is looking down bot side, so we should probably be looking to try and match that one, which is exactly what's happening now. See if we can get in here. Nars TP, nowhere near Mega Narbor, doesn't matter because Blitzcrank gets the grab. This could be a massive shockwave coming through as well. Does Orianna have her flash? Yes, she does. She could flash R here if she fancies it, and they might be able to get something sexy. So far, it's a 1-for-1. Nothing special, but nothing too bad either. Yes, no, there it is. Beautiful combo. Actually dodges the shockwave from the Scarl dismount, but it's no problem. Excellent stuff. You knew something was going to happen there. You could just sense that something was going down there. The enemy team really overstayed a little bit too much right there. And that's going to be the ace. Not quite a clean ace, but a dirty ace right there. A dirty ace coming through lands. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And look at it. As soon as the enemy team dies, Peanut is immediately thinking, alright, how can I make this worse for the enemy team? How can I make the fact that they just lost every single member of their team? Everyone just died. How can I make them even sadder about this? And the answer is invade the enemy jungle. He only got the Grom, but still. It just goes to show, like, what's the word I'm looking for here? The whole kind of... I don't even know what word I'm looking for. The way you have to think about the game when you're playing Nidalee. Screwing over the enemy team is an important way to think about it. I don't know if that's... Your play style, that's the word I'm looking for. I don't know. I don't know why I couldn't think about that word, but whatever. Anyway, something to note as well with the way Peanut plays his Nidalee is that he very often... Okay, here we go. Alright, let's see. This is a dive under the tower. Focus on the squishy target. Screw that, Kled. Let's go for the Rumble. Kled ain't going to die straight away, but Rumble is. So he's dead. Kled goes in for the flash to try and finish off Peanut. That ain't happening because he's Nidalee. And Nidalee's busted as ball sacks. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Focus there was really important. If you don't focus the Rumble, firstly, he dies a lot faster. But secondly as well, if you don't focus him, then he pulls out a shit ton of damage for your team as well. So very smart to focus the Rumble first. Nice cheeky little insect. Is it going to be enough? Oh, he jumps over the wall and dodges the feathers. Look at these little movements right here. Moving in between. That's cheeky. Almost dies at the end there, but that is cheeky. I'm actually going to rewind this one just so you can see the little micro that makes a difference when you're playing Squishy Champion. So it jumps over the wall there and dodges the Zaya E as well. And then again, look at that. It's running straight up and then turns into it to dodge it. Beautiful stuff right there. That's really, really quick reaction, and it's that kind of thing that makes the difference between living and dying when you're 8-0 and 6. Yeah, look at this. Oriana and Nidalee have the same score. Beautiful stuff. This game is an absolute stomp though, largely in part to the massive amount of impact that this Nidalee, that Peanut has had on Nidalee. I mean, if you look at bot lane's score, 1-4-4, 118 CS. It's not very good, guys, is it? No. But fortunately, you can play through the mid lane, you can play through the jungle. Top lane's done well as well. And it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. The second dragon of the game secured by Peanut 2. Keeps on the L counter jungling. Nothing for Lee Sin to find right here. That's why Lee Sin is level 10 and Peanut is almost level 13. In fact, he may hit level 13 after killing this guy. Nope. There it is. He's level 13. 3 levels up on the enemy jungler. That's what happens when you take everything away from him. Obviously, the kills play a huge part to that. But the thing is, when you're playing, the way that the jungle works nowadays is there's a lot of catch-up experience in jungle camps. So if you fall behind in levels as the jungler, then the way to get back into the game is that, you know, the jungle camps start giving you more experience because you start catching back up into the game. But if you're taking away his jungle camps, he ain't getting back into the game. And that's exactly what we've seen here. Now, I'm pretty sure this game's just going to be going down here. This was a pretty one-sided game, so we'll just fast forward this and see if anything special happens. Don't die, Peanut. You've had the perfect game so far. Draven gets a kill. Beautiful. His KDA starts looking a lot better. Nidalee, you've got to heal people. You've got to heal people that aren't yourself. Your KDA could look so much better right now if only you'd healed other people. Whenever you've got a shield on a champion or a heal on a champion, you got to heal. You got to target your teammates because then you get the free assists. Although, of course, you should obviously target the people that need the heals the most. Whatever. Play for KDA, baby. That's what it's about. If you're not playing for the KDA, then what are you going to do when you get demoted and you talk to your mates about it and you start trying to blame things as to, you know, why it is that you got demoted? If your KDA looks better, then you can blame loads of different things. But if your KDA looks wank, it's a lot harder to blame other things than yourself. So that's a good tip for you guys as well. We feel a good tips today, ain't we? But like my girlfriend, I was not going to finish that one. So I'm going to go and peace out now, boys and girls. Thank you so much for watching the gameplay. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought about it down below in los comentarios, as they say in Espanol. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Have a great day, and I will see you in my next video.